It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. The name of that band is called Thundermother. What a hell of a name of the band that is, and that's something that brand new from their latest release called Road Fever, and the name of that tune there is called It's Just a Tease. And on the phone, I want to welcome to the Classic Metal Show for the first time lead guitarist Philippa. How do you say your last name, Philippa? Nasil?
Yeah, you can say Nasil. Okay. I say Nasil.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't speak Swedish, and I don't have the Swedish accent, so I'm probably going to mess up here a little bit. So you're going to have to excuse me for maybe mispronouncing your name.
Or excuse me if I speak so you don't understand.
Well, anyway, you founded this band, this Thundermother, about almost 6 years ago, right?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Nice. So you're one of those girls who can rock.
I do love to rock.
Absolutely. Well, tell us a little bit about Thundermother and how it came together.
Well, I was living in a small town here in Sweden, and I was actually kicked out from my band.
You were kicked out? What band were you in prior to this?
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I was too much. I remember they called me, and I was like, "But you don't understand. We should play rock and roll, not like because we play like pop rock or something like that. It's all about AC/DC." And I said, "Yeah, but you're too much. Bye." Okay, bye then. I was like, they're gonna regret it. So that same afternoon, I decided to start my own band.
Okay.
That I could decide in. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, I wrote "Shoot to Kill" right there that day. It's from our first album, Rock and Roll Disaster. And then I just kept on going, and I moved to Stockholm to find record labels and whatnot. So now I live in Stockholm, and I have the band.
Right,
and it's going really well. Yeah.
Nice. Well, how is it that you found so many other bandmates to play with? I mean, traditionally, women in hard rock and metal, that's become somewhat popular in the last decade or so. But obviously, your bandmates, they're accomplished musicians as well. So how did you end up meeting them and forming a band?
We are 9 million people in Sweden. It's nothing compared to you guys.
Right.
In America. And so I couldn't find a good singer, good enough for me, because I want to have like the best one. So I started looking around on YouTube, actually. So that's where I found her, and she lived in England. So I called her, I Googled her name, and I found out she had a cover band. And I called the booker for that cover band, and she answered. "Hello, it's Claire Cunningham." "Oh, hello, my name is Filippa. I'm from Sweden. We're going to open up for Motorhead. Want to join my band?" I said. So, yeah, then I found her. Then the other girls in the band is friends of mine, because it's really important to be friends.
Right. Well, we're big fans of the bands from Sweden here on the Classic Metal Show, because there's just so many good bands that have come out of Sweden in the last 10 or 15 years. And every one of them, at least the ones that I've heard, they've all been top-notch quality bands. They've got great music, and they're professional musicians. And I've always been curious about, I've been told over, the years of interviewing various bands from Sweden, how the Swedish government sort of promotes people who get into music, as far as like schooling, or, pays you to, get involved with the music. Did you take advantage of any of those programs?
Yeah, I'm working as a government manager myself. For bands without a manager, because everyone is entitled to have a manager here.
Right.
Or taxes covers that.
Sure.
So it's pretty cool. I have 70 bands that I give rehearsal rooms to for free. It's my job, except the Thundermother. So it's really good when it comes to music here because it's called people education. It means that you learn better from your friends than from an actual teacher. It's only exists here in Sweden, I think, and so we have a lot of funding for this kind of thing. So if you have 3 friends or 2 friends, you have to be 3 persons above 13. You can have money and free stuff to develop your interests.
Right. Well, that sounds like a good plan.
Cool.
Yeah, it sounds like a good plan. Now, when did you start playing guitar?
I was 13, I think. Now I'm 29, so it's a few years.
It's been a few years. So at what point, what influenced you to pick up the guitar and you want to play? Who did you kind of admire that you thought, you know what, I'd like to play guitar like that? Who were some of your heroes? Yeah,
I played a Swedish folk instrument called nyckelharpa. It means the key harp. It's really boring. And I was like, I want to write songs and stuff. I always been liking to write songs. Then I was in a school concert and I saw a band do a cover of Killing in the Name. And I saw the guy jumping around like a motherfucker.
Right.
Then I went and bought my first Rage Against the Machine album. So that was my first, input for rock. And then I found out very shortly after Ozzy Osbourne. Then I bought all his albums too. This was when I was very young. And then, of course, I heard Highway to Hell. And then I was like, oof, this is it. This is my favorite band.
So that music just spoke to you, huh?
Right into the heart, because it was so easy, classic, and on the guitar.
Right.
And I developed my guitar skills to a very, very high level because I went to school. I moved from home very early when I was 16 to Stockholm to study the electric guitar. I was the only girl in 90 people in the music conservatory. And it was a rock conservatory. We're a bit special here in Sweden. We love our metal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So rock and metal, like high school. So and then I learned to play like Yngwie Malmsteen and shit and Van Halen. But I always know in my heart that I love the easy stuff best. It's almost harder to play easy guitar than to play these fast, solos.
Right.
So I love the easy stuff really much.
Sure, absolutely. Well, seeing a chick wail on a guitar, that's pretty hot. So I bet you get a lot of guys chasing after you, right?
I get a pretty weird jobs as well. Actually, just this morning, I was at IKEA, the store.
Yes.
That sells furniture in the head office. The boss of IKEA all over the world, they want me to come and play like guitar solo for them. It was really crazy. So it's been a long day for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because there's not many girls who play solo guitar, so yeah, I get a lot of work.
Yeah, absolutely. No kidding. Well, tell us a little bit about this new record. How did the music come about? Have you taught yourself how to write music? And, how does the writing process go within the band Thundermother?
Oh, mainly it's myself sitting, writing the riffs, rock riffs, and then I have an idea for a song, and it turns out I make almost 90% of it.
Right.
Because I just love rock and roll so much. Everyone has different influences, but I am the rock and roll lover.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, so the other one listen more to like metal and stuff. So no, I take I rule with a big hand, so to say.
Wow, look at you. Well, what do you think of guitarists such as like John Norum? What do you think of John Norum?
Oh, he's great.
Like
one of the best.
Well, I know he takes a lot of his influences from like UFO, that kind of stuff. Michael Schenker. He takes a lot of his.
Well, he have a new band because Joey Tempest don't want to tour so much anymore. So he started a new band with Mickey D from Motorhead because Lemmy is ill. So they have a new band together, John Norum and Mickey D. I don't know if you heard of them, but we were opening up for their show in Sweden. And he was really humble, John Norum. He was standing behind my amp the whole sound check and fixing my cables and stuff. He was like my guitar tech.
Wow, how about that? Well,
yeah.
Well,
I took a selfie with him in the background fixing my stuff.
Well, John Norum and Mickey D worked together before. They were Don Dokken's solo band, right?
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, back in 1990, 1991, John Norum and Mickey D played for Don Dokken.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, now you know something. You learned something new here on the Classic Metal Show.
That's why I love the rock and roll. You never stop learning.
Absolutely. Well, Philippa, tell us a little bit about the CD that you want to point out to the fans.
Well, we're definitely a live band, so I think you Americans have to see us at some point. We should come over. But we try to capture that feeling on the album as well. So we recorded Road Fever in a studio here in Stockholm, analog, just straight in, like a rehearsal, and didn't take long at all. And it's very organic sound and pure rock and roll with influences from AC/DC, Motorhead, among others.
Right.
It's our second album. Our first album was released on Warner Music here in Sweden, and now we have a small rock label instead, which can help us reach out to you guys.
Sure. Now, how did you come up with the name Thundermother? Where did that come from?
It was me cracking a beer. Just, the second day after I was fired from my old band, me and my friend were, like, having a party. I was like, you have to hear what it is instantly, what we play, I said. And she was like, Thunder something, yeah, Thundermother. Yeah, that's it, let's take that. I said, took like 5 minutes. And it's great,
Absolutely.
Some people hate it. Some people love it.
Well, it's very fitting. I mean, obviously you guys play like thunder, and you're, obviously a bunch of women, so Thundermother works.
Definitely, and I was like, we're the mother of thunder as well.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like
try.
well, Gene Simmons is the god of thunder. You're the Thunder Mother.
Exactly. Now you get it.
Exactly. I get where you're coming from, Philippa.
Yeah, you do.
Right. Well, Philippa, what is the plan for Thundermother now that you have the CD out? Do you have some dates coming up? Are you going to be playing live? Can you make a break from, the normal day jobs to be able to go out and do some touring?
Yeah, we all tour. It's more important than the jobs, of course. We live for this band. We do everything for this band. It takes a lot of dedication to have a band today because it takes up all your time, and you don't get a lot of money from it, as you know. So next step is to go on our big tour in the Eastern European countries. We go in 1.5 weeks for a 2-week-long tour. Which is going to be great, to Vienna and Prague and Czechia, Austria, France, Germany, Berlin. We're going to Italy again, Then we're going to Spain in October for 2 weeks because we're really big in Spain. They're a really crazy rock and roll country. It's great to play there. And we're going to the UK again in the beginning of next year, and all over UK. And then hopefully we'll come to America.
Well, it's a tough touring scene over here because America has become very pussified and they don't dig good rock and roll anymore. So you're going to have to come over here and change some hearts and minds.
Yes, I heard many bands here from Sweden try to tour there and it doesn't succeed really well. And I have my friends in Opeth. I don't know if you know them.
Opeth, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Opeth, yeah, they're my friends, and they say it's a long drive and not so many people come, and they're a huge band over here. So, I don't give a shit. I just want to go to America, have a proper bud, and talk to Americans. I can play for no one. I'm happy anyway.
Right. Well, if you come to the Chicago area, I'll be happy to sit and have a drink with you.
Oh, Chicago, cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a dream.
Nice.
I don't know really a lot, but I know you have Oprah Winfrey.
Well, she's not here anymore. She went to L.A.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of movies. Thank God you have the movies, because we know a lot about America because of the movies.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. Well, don't believe everything you see on the movies.
Oh, okay, promise.
All right, Philippa. Well, I appreciate you taking some time to talk to us here on the Classic Metal Show. So, where can people find out about Thundermother?
Go on thundermother.com and go on our Facebook if you use Facebook. And follow us on Twitter and stuff. We are really active and trying to. Yeah, if we have a tour, it's good if you go on there,
Sure.
If you can catch our show or whatever.
Absolutely.
So, just listen to our new album. It comes out on Friday. It's called Road Fever.
Excellent. Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff, Philippa. Again, I appreciate you taking a few minutes to talk to us here on the Classic Metal Show. As Philippa says, go out and pick up their new release. It's a good one. And I think you guys will dig it, and these chicks definitely know how to bang their head, right?
Definitely, and we can shred the guitars. Fuck.
Exactly.
You need some of that over there.
We do. We need a good kick in the balls.
Yeah, everyone get it here. So now it's your turn.
Nice. All right, well,
that's Thundermother rock.
Right. Well, go pick up Thundermother, Road Fever, and. Well, before I let you go there, Philippa, you mentioned this guy a couple of times, and he just happens to be part of a traditional Classic Metal Show question that we ask everybody. How has Lemmy from Motorhead influenced your career?
The music, first of all, of course, is like the classic fast rock and roll with the bass and through a Marshall amp and everything is just epic. I had never seen anything so cool in my whole life for the first thing. So, I will never forget my first Motorhead show, and I will still open up for them. It's my dream, to open up for Motorhead. And that's one of my goals. And I have a vision board at home where I put Thundermother opening for Motorhead, and I hope that will happen.
Absolutely. Well, good stuff, Philippa. I appreciate it, and a good story. So, as a tradition here, Philippa, we always let the artist pick a song from the new CD to close out the interview. So, why don't you pick a song and tell us a little story about it?
Well, because I love Motorhead so much, I wrote a song called Deal with the Devil, and it's about you have so much negative forces, like if you're angry or depressed or something that you can't control. So you want to save people around you. So you say, take a step away from me right now. And that's what the song is about. And it's influence from Motorhead. You can hear that on the bass and the drums.
Excellent. All right. Well, the new Thundermother is called Road Fever, and here it is. This is called Deal with the Devil, exclusively here on your Classic Metal Show.